Anime villains has always been a great discussion throughout the anime community.
Absolutely.
We have our Friezas, we have our Maduras, we have our Griffiths, we have our Johan. But I feel like there's a new anime and a new character during this anime season that could easily be one of the most iconic villains of this era, and it's Shizuki from Topaki's Original Sin. I'm probably butchering the name, but Shizuki. I feel like she's one of the best villains I've seen in years, especially in new gen animes, well, if we're still calling it that, or newer animes. I can't name a villain more terrifying than her. Do you agree, disagree? What do you think? There's been a lot of discourse. I haven't clicked the videos, but I know there's discourse. Especially regarding the first 2 episodes with how episode 2 ended. So what do you think? Do you agree, disagree?
I think there's nothing more villainous than the way you butcher names sometimes. So Shizuka and Takopi. I think
Shizuka? Shizuka.
Yeah, Shizuka-chan.
Shizuka.
Shizuka-chan. But yeah, she's in my opinion, not a villain. I think
she's a villain.
I think even Marina-chan, I think she was an antagonist. I don't think she was a villain. I think.
Okay, then is Shizuka an antagonist?
I think she could end up being one. Yeah.
How is she? We just watched episode 4.
Yeah.
I was rooting for Azuma. The moment I saw him on screen, I knew he had it in him. And he eventually tried to help her, but she already caught a body, unfortunately. Well, not her technically.
Yeah, not her technically, but
and
she
then
was great
obviously got caught up, insecurities, abuse, and etc.
Yeah.
And then she just throws him under the bus.
Yeah. No, it's listen, everything that these characters are doing, these little kids are doing, they're sometimes very evil, very dark things that they do. And that's what's so great about the show is that they send you all these flying colors and beautiful and they're children. And it's like sometimes animation gets you to think, like it gets you off your guard and then they'll hit you with something where you really think about it and you're like, yo, that is dark. And here's why I say that I don't think they're villains. I think people are being set up to be antagonists, like Marina, like what Shizuka's doing to Azuma and everything, is that at the end of the day that the story is trying to give us a message about kids and how their families, how their environments affect the way they treat the rest of the world, how they treat people, and how this leads to people becoming evil, making bad decisions, making the wrong choices, and it's all reflected in the characters and the actions they choose because of the environments they come from.
But this is what I'm saying though. Just because, for example, like you're saying, one thing that's really good about the show is the way they display abuse and the different types of abuse and how the abuse is affecting the child. I think that's A1 masterful, right?
Creme de la creme.
A1, especially with the anxiety, what they're doing with Azuma.
Even how they produce it, like the animation, it makes you feel something. Like it's like...
Yeah, how for example, how his insecurities were so crazy that he wasn't even able to tell that his brother loved him and he was looking out for him. How they portrayed that was amazing, right?
I'm getting goosebumps like thinking about the episode. Like
but this is what I'm saying. Just because we know the motivations of the characters, we've seen the characters struggle, it doesn't mean they're not antagonists.
They are antagonists.
Like how many animes we're seeing a character get built up just to be a villain? Shizuka, however you say her name. What she's done has been despicable. Like she's been despicable since at the end of episode 2. She's been despicable. Like I love her as a character. Like every character, even what's her name, Marina. Great character. I feel like they killed her off too early. Maybe she'll come back. I think
that was a great twist, man.
I feel like they're gonna maybe give us like a Disney ending. I don't know. I know nothing about the show. But you can't watch how nonchalant she was about killing someone, how she manipulated Azuma, how she's manipulating Topia, right? Takopi. And say she's not the antagonist. Like, Marina was the antagonist. But since Marina got packed up, Shizuka has taken her spot.
Absolutely.
She's arguably maybe worse.
Oh, I don't know about worse, but I mean, in the context of trying to send Azuma to jail and take the fall for a crime, that's probably just as bad, maybe, if not, maybe, I don't know. It's up to each person's moral code to decide whether the bullying was worse than whatever is happening right now. But I will say, though, I think the challenge of watching this show is trying to really decipher like what the message coming across is. And between what Shizuka Chan is going through and like how like relieved she was through her bully dying, I mean, can you really as a kid blame her? Because at the end of the day, these are just kids.
Yeah,
that's something we always gotta remember.
Wait, that's
they're
the
just
thing.
kids.
I don't blame like
Yeah.
I feel like her behavior, especially with the whole mom backstory.
Yeah.
Why she's acting like this makes sense, like psychology wise.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is you could still be the antagonist.
Yeah, but
even if it's justified, it makes sense. You could still be a great villain. You could still be a villain.
I always say that they're antagonists, like they're setting up to be antagonists, or they are antagonists, but I don't think they're villains because they're children. Is what I'm saying. I don't think they're.
What do you mean?
I don't think they're
because they're children.
Because they're children. They're pure. They're not like, this pure evil. Like when you grow up, the frontal lobe and everything becomes developed. You're making these choices out of pure consciousness.
No, I'm saying
you know
in the context of the. I know in the context of the show, she's the villain, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
Wait,
yeah.
I don't know if you knew this. There's only going to be apparently 6 episodes. Yeah, so we have 2 more episodes, and I'm assuming this is like a run. I haven't searched up anything. I might even read the manga when it's done.
This might be the best 6-episode anime.
And mind you, she's still nonchalant. Like the last shot we got is Topaki looking stressed because she's still nonchalant about going to Japan.
Takopi,
so
right?
Yeah, Takopi. Anyways. So we still don't know what she's gonna do. She might triple down on it.
Yeah.
So I feel like she will. We still don't know the full premise. If this is a long running anime, we still don't. I feel like all of this is like her introduction arc.
Yeah.
And I feel like season 2, if there is a season 2, she's gonna be on complete. Cause what's the plot? If it's not her crashing out, what's the plot of this show?
There's a lot to the show. I think the plot of this show is just sending a message about how environments results in the actions and who your children become. So I think regardless of whatever happens, they're just trying to convey the message of if we don't fix families and families aren't prepared to like take on the burden of actually building a proper family, then this is what results in you leak children into the society that will grow up to be adults that are villains to society or commit atrocious actions towards others and don't treat people with kindness and care. And that's why Takopi is so important, because he was put on this earth to spread happiness. He wants joy to be widespread and everything. And
Shizuka is taking his innocence.
Yeah, he's taking away his innocence completely by showing how humanity really is and what the result of humanity is.
She's young, like you said.
Exactly.
When you're younger, maybe she doesn't fully realize what she's doing.
Yeah.
But that's still, I love her character, so it's like, I'm like, whatever she's doing, like I'm fully locked in. This is one of the best like experiences I've had in years watching anime.
Yeah.
I'm just pointing out, she's moving reckless.
She absolutely is.
Like she's doing people dirty.
Yo, she's doing Azuma really dirty, and she's been doing Takopi really kind of dirty. Yeah. So it's like
it seems like how last episode ended. I'm pretty sure Azuma's family clinic got closed.
Yeah.
Because he turned himself in.
Yeah, he turned himself in.
So it's like she turned himself in. Then she has that. Remember Sasuke after he?
Wait, did he turn himself? Because if you think about it,
because they kind of implied
She said Azuma's not gonna help me anymore, so let's go to Tokyo.
Because that could, I think she might have meant like she's not gonna help him as of saying he killed her, but I think he said like he was involved or so. I don't know. Like it was kind of ambiguous in a way.
Yeah.
So we'll find out next episode.
Yeah.
But right after that, she's like, oh, I guess he's not gonna help me.
Yeah.
And I remember. And Shippuden, after Sasuke learned the truth, when he had the meeting and he said, yo, we gotta destroy it, and then the wind is blowing by him. That's literally how the episode ended. So that's why I'm saying I feel like she's about to go on a run, that because the show is dark. The way that show handles the darkness with
the beautiful animation colors, the childish elements, it's all beautiful. Like I think this is probably one of the most well animated, well written, fluid, deep storytelling stories I've ever like experienced in a long time. This
took me by surprise.
Yeah, and like how can it be this good this early on? Like,
and that's why I want to know. Like, I'll search it up after the season's done. But is this a long running end? Because if it is, where is it going?
Yeah.
What's the plot of this?
It's gonna be very interesting to see where they can go with it. But we see that with a lot of animes. I mean, we said that with Windbreaker as well. Between the two of us,
it's
like how far can you take certain stories, right? But we'll leave it up to the writer's judgment. They had a really hot start. I think that earns you credit in the bank to believe in what comes next, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see, honestly. But Takopi's Original Sin, I cannot give enough flowers to the show. It's been incredible.
So what do you? So after do you? So do you see her as do you still not see her as a villain, or do you kind of see what I mean?
I see what you mean, but like I said, I don't take these characters as villains. I take them as messages. I take them as the representation of what happens to when abuse trickles down.
It's like
in different ways, because we've seen so many different types of abuse.
It's like hurt people.
Exactly, like they're hurting people. You know what I mean? Like, and it's like they're showing us all the different types of abuse. With the most recent development about Shizuka trying to get Azuma taken down, that's manipulation. That's mental abuse, and like the physical abuse that she experienced through Marina-chan, and Marina-chan seeing the abuse she got from her mom and her father. And her mother was also abused by her father. She's used. She's suffering while she's going around and not being faithful to the relationship. And just y'all constantly yelling and berating her, making her feel less than. Abuse is just being spread all around. And then there's even another type of abuse with Shizuka's mom and her neglection of her own child, the lack of love and affection and care she shows for her. And it's like everything is just showing a great message about what results in the level of abuse that you receive and these children receive and how they develop. So it's incredible in my opinion. But I don't see them as villains. I see them as messages.
Yeah, so just based, I think we did it. I think what we could take from this is everyone's a villain except for Azuma.
Yeah.
Like everyone's a villain.
Azuma, we love you, boy.
Everyone's a villain except for him. So
Azuma, we love you, boy.
Yeah, everyone has done things where they could be categorized as a villain, except, well, kind of him, because he did kind of help cover up a body.
He helped cover up a body, so, so he did something messed up.
And that's what, but yeah.
He was being manipulated by Shizuka and her, like his obvious affection for her.
But that's the, just to end it off, that's what I'm really looking forward to is, how is this gonna end? Like, is she gonna be made aware of her behavior? What is she gonna do? Because at this point, I don't know if the dog's, I'm pretty sure the dog's dead.
Yeah, but I mean, it's probably dead.
When she does discover that he's dead, what is she gonna do? Is she gonna triple down? Is there gonna be a season 2? Do you know if it's a long-running anime?
I have no clue.
Okay, so
I don't even want to know.
Yeah, I'll know after the finale. They'll do their announcement season 2. If they don't, I'll search it up online.
Yeah.
But I think we really did it with this one.
Well, this is great,
but
man.
I want to know what you guys think. Let us know down below what you guys think of Topagi. How do you say it? Topagi. I'm really bad with names. Takopi's Original Sin. How's your experience with this so far? Do you kind of agree? Obviously, I love all these characters, even Marina. Marina. But we have to admit, Shizuka's been wildin', and I think we all know something devious
is in the works. I mean, it's been devious all season long.
Something devious is on the way. I can't wait to talk about it. Again, once the season's done, if you guys are new, make sure to subscribe, comment down below, and we'll catch you on the next one.